Real talk, the Metaphor Messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, up high here like the 70s. A different kind of mind, they say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave. We're coming at you live from Germany. That's right, and we're having a good old time because you guys asked for it, so I deliver. We're doing live questions and answer, a live AMA. Ask me anything. We're going to take your questions, your calls, your comments, everything you got. If you want to know about Dead on Dave, about my life, now's the time to ask. We're going to be taking questions about wrestling, sports, pop culture, me, and more me. My favorite topic, it's always me. So I'm very excited about all that. We're going to have a good old time. Well, you can call in live on Skype, David Vancura, DavidVancura, or, of course, the number, 702-751-2902. Look, I know we do a lot of wrestling content on the channel, but we're more than just a wrestling content. We do sports, we do nerd culture, we do video games every now and then. I don't do it as much lately, but coming soon, don't worry. We do so many different things here. I think it's a really good idea to, every now and then to reintroduce yourself. And people asked for it this morning, so I decided, hey, I got nothing else for tonight. There was absolutely no other things to do, so why not go ahead and knock this bitch out and have a good time with my peoples here on Dead on Dave Live. I wouldn't have done it had Tommy C Show, Shot from the Point Live, been going on tonight, but he had internet problems, so I had a free night to do whatever I like. So that's exactly what I did. So we're going to be taking some calls, and throughout the show, we got a whole bunch of calls already in the chat. Somebody did ask about my military service. Tell that story again. So I will at some point in the show. Just somebody remind me. All right. Big shout out to everybody in chat. I'm glad that people are here hanging out. Joshua Hampton, Fake Ass Twat, Josh Lyons, Joe Martin, Alexander O'Brien, Michael K. Is this a Too Tall ripoff? No, it's not. What fucking AMA? The Too Tall invent AMAs? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Awesome Coyote, Olaf the Shark, the Drep, Michael Jackson's here. Amazing. Communing from Beyond the Grave. Case McLaughlin, Joshua Hampton, which I think I already. Road Warrior. We got all kinds of good people, and we got a good person on the line. He's my good friend and co-hosting at times. My good buddy, it's Jeff the Huffman. What's going on, pal?
Not a whole bunch. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's been an interesting weekend. I've been walking a lot, playing Pokemon Go like a motherfucker. I hatched a Magmar today. I caught a Ditto
all 8
this
people
weekend.
That are still playing that.
Dude, fuck off, dude. It's going back up to goddamn charts. You need to be paying attention. Pokemon Go's coming back with a fucking vengeance. They fixed the game, son. People are playing that shit again. And next month, when the new fucking update hits, when trading, battling, and more Pokemon are released into the game, yeah, people, the madness will be real again. They talk about the madness. Ooh, yeah. What do you know about the Macho Man? Yeah. All right. What do you got for me, Jeffy?
All right. Well, I'll start this off here. Actually, I was going to open it up with a wrestling question, sort of. Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Got a cough. All right.
I helped you.
All right. Okay, so we just came off of a Survivor Series, so this kind of applies to that a little bit. Survival. So if you were going into the fight of your life, and you can only take 5 WWE superstars with you currently, not named Lesnar, Nakamura.
Oh, you prick! How are you gonna take away my 2 guys, man? What a fucked up move! What a fucked up move! All right, shit.
Fight of your life.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna die now, thanks to you. Oh God.
Necessarily.
I
didn't say who you were fighting. You could have been fighting a bunch of Oompa Loompas, but still.
That's true. That's true. A couple of midgets. Who knows? Good God. Who do I bring in with me? Who's my posse? Who's my crew? Who's my team? Who's my peoples? You know what? I'm gonna start with Braun Strowman because he might end a fight before it begins. Dude that big, yeah. It doesn't have to be current guys, does it?
I'll make it a little easier on you.
Okay, he's still alive, and you know what? Even at his advanced age, I'd still take him. How about Ming? How about fucking the meanest son of a bitch, Haku, man? The meanest son of a bitch in the history of wrestling. Give me Ming any day. Any day. And you know what? I'll take the Barbarian right behind him. Alberto Del Rio, I would take as well. I take Alberto Del Rio. He's got some.
Is this Del Rio on drugs or not?
Oh, definitely get him some cocaine. Get him some cocaine. I want him in full coke mode. I want like Pablo Escobar just came to his house type shit. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And a fifth. Nia Jax. Nia Jax. Or let me change that 5. How about Ellsworth, and Ellsworth? How about that? Let me get time.
What about Hornswoggle?
Hornswoggle. No, I'm good. How you gonna take Nakamura away from me? Like Lesnar, he's the obvious pick, but you took Nakamura away from me. That's not cool, man.
Because I knew that was obvious.
Yeah, you knew I was going with Nakamura. You know what, Samoa Joe? Oh, go ahead.
Well, your solution to everything is Nakamura, so I figured I got to take that out.
That's very true. He is my solution to most things. Let me take out. I'll take out Nia Jax, and I'll put in Samoa Joe.
Okay, I like that.
I like that. Yeah, I do too. That's good stuff. Yeah, we got all kinds of people with questions. I was afraid nobody would have a question. Like nobody.
Well, you got at least one. You don't have a misleading title.
That's true. Now we can do whatever we want. Somebody did ask, I think, who was it? It was, I don't know. Fuck me. Oh, Makad, what's your earliest wrestling memory? For me, it was my dad. My dad sitting me on his couch when I was like 4 or 5 years old. Just sitting me on his couch, man, just putting in tape after tape of Crockett Cup wrestling. That's my first wrestling memory. Is the night of the Skywalkers and shit, man. It was Midnight Express and stuff up on the catwalks. Oh yeah, that was good stuff. Does anyone have a question for Jeff? If you have a question for Jeff, I mean, this is a rarity here because we all know Jeff rarely gets to speak. He is basically a mute. I mean, it's unfortunate. If you want to hear him talk more,
on here, I get to talk a little bit. I mean, if it's on Chopping the Point, it's, and especially if Clown calls in, it's just a foregone conclusion that my day's over.
You're screwed. You're screwed, man. Reese the Misfit said, "Hey Dave, how much weight did you lose during the Pokemon Go craze?" Well, it's not all from Pokemon Go for me. I changed my diet back in June. I cut out all sugars. I cut out bread. I cut out soda, and I've lost 60 pounds.
There you go.
If you want to hear more from Jeff, are you going to be sticking around for a little while?
No, actually, I got to go to my brother.
Oh, okay. All right, well, make sure you go check out Jeff over at Grand Slam 87. He did a good video today on the Zoe burgers. Yeah, it's a little bit late, but still, Jeff tackles.
I'm a busy guy. It's still relevant.
Look at his body, all right? He's a busy fucking man. Jeff, I appreciate it, buddy. You have yourself a good night, man.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Joining me now is my good buddy, the beacon of positivity, the one, the only from North Kakalaki. It's Tommy, NC 2010. What's going on, pal?
I understand you have, so this is like a show where I can, and by the way, yes, I do watch your channel because I just went on your channel and saw the topic of what you're talking about.
Holy shit, you watch my channel. Amazing. You watch my shit. By the way, before we get whatever craziness you're about to unleash on me, I want to apologize to you. Because I really thought that you wanted me to do a lot of work. And it had more to do with me not wanting to do work than with you asking a thing. All you wanted was links. I could have done that all fucking day. As soon as you went off the air, Jake goes, maybe, I think he just wanted links. I'm like, no, trust me, Tommy wants me to fucking download videos and all. No, I'm not working. Fuck that. I did provide Tommy with some links, and for every video that I find that has Tommy in them, if you guys know a video that you've seen Tommy on and you want to see it featured on his channel in his new Dead on Dave playlist, go check that out and just send me the link, and I'll send it to Tommy on Twitter or privately because he's my man's and them. All right, Tommy.
And there's a Joe Cronin playlist too.
Great.
Because Joe Cronin is a big part of my family too.
Yes.
And it's featured on the Dead on Dave show, featured on the Joe Cronin show. So it's like that. It's equal share.
There you go. It's equal share. Like it fucking matters. He's not Voldemort, for Christ's sake. It's okay. All right. Before the windstorm you're in blows you the fuck away, go ahead and what do you got for me? What's your? I'm almost afraid to ask you what question you're going to ask me, but go ahead.
What was your first wrestling injury when you were just goofing around with your brothers?
Well, I only had I only have a half brother. I didn't live with him, so I didn't get to do that. But I did do 2 weeks at an actual wrestling school in Las Vegas before I went into the Army, and I didn't really suffer any bad injuries there because I didn't really get into too much besides doing flat back bumps and running the ropes and all of that. But I will say this: I've never been more tired in my life, and that includes basic training. 9 weeks of basic training was probably not as exhausting as 2 weeks and that really crappy ass wrestling school that I went to. Just exhausting. It was absolutely exhausting. You know what?
Wow.
I do have one. You know what? Now that I think about it, I do have one wrestling injury story. I do. When I was a kid, what I would do was, unfortunately, I shared a room with my mother, and our beds left this big square in the middle of the floor because that's how our beds were configured. So I basically had a wrestling ring. And what I would do is I'd put all the blankets, all the pillows in the middle, and I would take the biggest pillow or the wrestling buddy that I still had left, because I had all the wrestling buddies, but I destroyed them all. And the one that I had left was the Ultimate Warrior. And I'd put him in the middle, and I would do all these flips onto him and shit, and I'd drop the elbow, the whole shebang. Well, one time I decided I was going to do something on my bed, and I over-rotated, and I went through the fucking window. I lived on the second floor, and I put my leg through the fucking window. And to this day, I still got the scar on my leg, too. Went through the window, cut my leg to fucking shit, man. It was awful.
You want to hear a funny story? This is embarrassing story.
All right, go ahead.
Before I was getting into wrestling, I was talking to my friend Halen, and I was talking about all the wrestling positions in WWE, and I said, "Oh, there's a move called the spear," and he's like, "What's the spear?" And I'm like, "I basically charge at you and then knock you down on the ground." He's like, "Okay, demonstrate it on me, Tommy." I said, "Okay." So I backed up and I ran at him. Well, what happened was I was just going to demonstrate, but me being me, I didn't exactly demonstrate. I fully on gave him a spear, and we went through my bed, broke my bed off the hinge, and my mom hears thud, and she's like, "What's that noise?" "Oh, nothing." So how I covered it up was I said, "Oh, I tripped on something and fell on top of Halen, and the bed broke."
I don't know what happened. I just fell on him, and then we were naked, and it was just a weird thing. I don't know what's happening, Mom. I don't understand. Why are you naked? I don't know. I don't know why we're naked. You know, when you started talking about the spear, I started to get worried because that story could have went in a totally different direction and ended with an erection. Tommy,
so many
man,
memories.
I'm sure, man. We got a lot of people calling in. Okay, all right, go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you interrupted me, so go ahead.
I just want to say, you're watching the Dead on Dave show, the beacon of entertainment, the beacon of the light you can see ahead.
Wait, hold on. I use beacon for you. You can't use beacon for me. I need you to get a thesaurus or some kind of word-a-day fucking adjective. I need something more descriptive. I used beacon for you on this very show not 5 minutes ago. You can't use beacon twice for fucking me, Tommy. That's not going to work. How about Baron?
Okay, Dead on Dave is the leg drop of wrestling reviewing entertainment.
What? Okay, fuck it. I'm a leg drop. Fuck it. Who cares?
Just don't break his chicken leg. Don't break his chicken arm, because he doesn't need to break any more arms, okay? Because he only has 2.
And one of them's broken right now, so it is what it is. Make sure you check out Tommy over at Tommy NC 2010 on the YouTubes. You can find me. I got my own little section there. Of course, it's where Tommy's being featured, but still, you can listen to me there. I'm there, damn it, and more episodes will be uploaded because you can basically put my entire goddamn Raw review catalog. You're on every single fucking one of them. But yeah, so there you go. Tommy, I appreciate the call, buddy.
You too, buddy.
Take it easy, man. Tommy NC 2010. Always good to hear from him. Let's take some more calls. 832, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hello, Dave.
Hello. Well, you have a very tranquil voice. I like this.
It's Mark. What are you talking about?
Very peaceful. You sound very peaceful.
Do you think that the Texans will bench Brock Osweiler?
They paid him a lot of money. It's going to be hard to do, but I don't know. They won today, didn't they? No, wait. I don't know. Wait, who am I talking about?
No, we lost. He threw an interception to end the game.
I don't watch football anymore. Football sucks, man. I can't watch it. The sport just is awful. It's awful. There's no good stories left in the game. If you can't breathe on anybody, that's why the ratings are down. It's absolutely no fun anymore. The only time that I can watch football at all is when I watch Red Zone. It's ridiculous.
What about the Super Bowl?
Mainly just for the spectacle, for the grandeur, but for the game, not really. It's football's dead to me,
all right,
man.
But who's at least a Super Bowl prediction?
It's really hard to ever go against the Patriots, and with Seattle the way they've been playing lately, they're going to be up in that conversation. I like Dallas too, man. Dallas has been playing really well. That Dak Prescott's kid seems to be the real deal. I hate the Cowboys, but don't get me wrong, man.
Don't give Josh an ego.
I'm just saying, man. Dak Prescott is he's the goods. That kid, and Ezekiel Elliott is the real fucking goods. That team is not only good, they're going to be good for a long time. That offensive line, it reminds me of something. A great quarterback, potentially. Looks like they got one. A great running back, a great receiver, and a great fucking offensive line reminds me of something. Oh, how about them Cowboys? That's what it reminds me of. And trust me, it hurts my soul to say that shit because I hate the Cowboys, but it is what it is. Mark, anything else?
Thank you. Yeah, what are your thoughts about Braun Strowman?
I like Braun Strowman. I didn't for a long time. I hated what they did with him in the Wyatt family. I thought it didn't work. I thought it was absolutely stupid with his crazy hair and everything. He really didn't do much. But since they've kind of repackaged him into more of just an alter beast type guy, I like what they're doing. I like him. He says some funny shit every now and then as well. I think there is something there. He's surprisingly agile. He's surprisingly quick. I don't know how far he's going to go. They're going to have to find a feud that really helps put him in a different light. We'll see what happens over time.
Well, I heard he's supposed to be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
No, more than likely it's going to be Samoa Joe, but everybody's supposedly going to be facing Roman Reigns. Jesus Christ, man. Like, Roman Reigns is the answer to every fucking trivia question in wrestling right now. It's crazy. All right, Mark, let me get some other calls.
If he beats Strowman, I'm going to cry.
He might be. Who knows? All right, buddy. Take it easy. Cavi Lake says, use bacon. It's appropriate. I'm fat. Fake ass swat Tommy is smoking that good shit. Yeah, he is. He is. Awesome Coyote, who is better, Sasha Banks or Charlotte Flair? Charlotte. I think Charlotte's a better package. I think she's a better package altogether. And she's always there. Sasha's always getting hurt. Always. Always. Zion Smith, if you can interview any wrestler on this channel, who would it be? Shawn Michaels. He's my favorite of all time. I'd also like to interview Ric Flair because he's right up there with me. So either one of them, though, those are my dream gets. Those are my dream gets. Let's take another call. 347. It's Dead on Dave. Ask me anything. What you got?
How you doing, Dave? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm just having a good old time.
Good old time? All right. Since I'm going to ask you a question.
You're going to ask me? Don't ask me. No, don't ask me. I don't want to be cut with a fucking axe. You can ask me anything.
Okay, all right.
Don't ask me shit.
Are you
oh
done?
My God.
Are you done roasting me?
No,
are you done,
I don't want to be
done
axed.
ending my life?
Martin, I don't want to be axed. I just don't want to die. I want to live another day. Oh,
are you done ending me?
You scared me.
You finished?
No, you frightened me. Go ahead. What do you got?
Okay, since you like doing impressions a lot, I want to know, when's the first time you started trying to attempt the Putman voice?
Sophomore year, probably freshman year, high school. Everybody was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when South Park first gotten big. I was friends with this girl who was also a big chick, and she always tried to do it. And I was always messing around with it, and I would do it okay. I'd be like, "What's up, bitch?" You know, I'd be rocking it and stuff. I'd be like, "Well, God, mama, the bitch is big." But I couldn't get like certain of the movements down with the mouth. And then I watched basketball. Basketball was you got to see Trey Parker actually do the voice, and I was able to see what he did with his tongue and his mouth and how he held his tongue, and that changed everything for me. So from that day forward, I was really not only able to start doing that voice, but basically the entire South Park cast. And just then my wife doesn't like it, so I mean, all the time. She hates when I do voices, man.
Yeah, I think South Park is really. I think South Park's better than like Family Guy, because I think South Park is so funny, and then when they roast a celebrity, like they really dig into them, and they're not like pussies like Family Guy and American Dad. They do a quick like joke, crack at them, and then South Park will just rip you to shreds. They have no mercy. That's why it's so funny.
You know, the funny thing is, the early years of Family Guy, the first 3 to 4 years, might have been the best shit I've seen on comedy for cartoons, up until Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, what Rick and Morty is doing, the first 2 seasons of Rick and Morty, I cannot wait for the 3rd season. The first 2 fucking seasons of Rick and Morty, they're so brilliant. It's so good and so funny. The writing is so fucking good. The way they skewer shit in ways that no other comedy and cartoons do today. Everybody takes the obvious route. Rick and Morty go a little bit deeper, and they turn everything on its head. It's brilliant. I love Rick and Morty. It's my favorite thing on the show, on the air right now, as far as cartoons go. That and Bob's Burgers. Loves Bob Burgers.
I remember when you didn't watch Rick and Morty. Remember when you got a T-shirt? You got a T-shirt from Nerd Block, and then you started watching it. I should watch it. I heard of it before, like this old dude and like this kid. I don't know.
Oh my God! You have not watched Rick and Morty yet? You got to watch Rick and Morty. It's amazing.
No,
it's so
is it on Netflix?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
All right, I'll go give it a try, Dave. All right, man. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Man. Take it easy, Joe Martin. I appreciate the call. Well, God, mama, the bitch is big, fat bitch is biggest bitch, and the whole wide west is me, no bitch. If there was a bitch, you are the burning good. Okay. Let's see here. Dave, when was the first time you had sex? Well, 16, 15, 16, 15, 15, in a closet. In a closet. It is what it is. It's a very uncomfortable story. One I will not be getting into today. But we are taking your calls, your comments, your questions, everything right here on Dead on Dave Productions. On Skype, David Vancura, DavidVancura. And of course, the number, 702-751-2902. I also want to give a big welcome back to Tutal, who did a video for the first time in months last night. Did a live stream. I actually didn't see it up until, I didn't even know it was out until I saw him retweet it a couple hours ago. And I watched through it, and I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad he's doing stuff. He seems to be in a good place. I have been talking to him on and off every now and then. He showed up on the show here a few times. In fact, for the SmackDown or for the Survivor Series, he was here. So welcome back, Tutal. I hope you're going to be doing more stuff in the future, and you always have a job at Dead on Dave Productions. All right, 917, you're live with Dead on Dave. Ask me anything.
Hey, Dave, I got 6 questions for you. I'm gonna let you
6 questions. Wait a sec. Wait. Who the fuck calls into a show and says, I've got 6 questions? Hey, Dave, I got 77 questions. I hope you don't mind. Go ahead. What's your 6 questions?
All right. The first one is when Finn Balor comes back. You know you can't have 3 baby faces on Raw. And when Finn Balor's come back, it'll be him, Seth, and Roman. Which of them do you think are going to turn heel?
If I had to guess, Finn. Seth, they're not going to return Seth to heel anytime soon. He's gonna be face for the long haul. Roman's more of a tweener anyway, so there's really no point in really messing with him all that much. And that leaves Finn Balor. And honestly, I don't really agree with your assessment that you can't have 3 baby faces at the top of the card, especially when Seth is kind of starting to move down a little bit. I think we'll see him in a program with Triple H for a while, and with Chris Jericho. Roman, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be doing with him as of yet. I know that he's supposed to be working some kind of program with Kevin Owens, but I don't know how long it could just be a roadblock thing to get us to Royal Rumble. Who knows how that's going to last? But Finn can certainly be that guy. They just need to get a couple more heels at the top there too, which I don't think will be very difficult at the moment. So we'll see how that works. Next question.
Okay. Do you think there is an open market for Ring of Honor to become a close but distant second professional wrestling company in the USA?
I think you make the argument that it already is. TNA is bleeding viewers. Everyone talked about how viewership was going to be going through a renaissance after Final Deletion, and it just simply wasn't true. People showed up for a little while, and then they eventually started going away again. 325,000 views is not a good thing. Obviously, Ring of Honor needs a better situation where more people can see them. The thing is, it doesn't really matter who's in second because the market share is going to be the same. It's going to be between 125,000 viewers to at most 500,000. I think 500,000 is being very ambitious at this stage. The reality is, as bad as WWE can be at times, they still got the best product on the market. And I know that's going to be unpopular with some people, but the industry as a whole is down. It just is. There's not great stories being told consistently. There's some great athletes, but there's not great personalities, not transcending personalities. There's no Rocks walking around right now. There's no Stone Cold Steve Austins. There's no Shawn Michaels. There's not even Triple H's walking around. There's no Undertakers. They just don't exist. They're not here. Wrestling has changed. The industry has changed, and it's mainly because we've changed. The viewing audience has changed. It's become a much more kid-friendly audience because there's just simply more kids. It's more akin to 1993, 1994 than it is 1998, 1999. We live in a much more liberal society with some of the television watching choices, and people don't really want to mess with the same stuff that got wrestling to the heights that it saw in the Attitude Era. But the reality is, for everybody who talks about the Attitude Era, right now, what's happening in WWE, they're making more money than they did in the Attitude Era. So it is what it is at the end of the day. For all the faults of WWE that you can say, they're making money, son. They're a publicly traded company that continually revolves around $20 a share. They're doing okay. So it is what it is. Next question. Let's get through these.
Do you think Cesaro is over enough to receive a significant mid-card push?
A mid-card, yes. But the thing is, it seems like every time he goes off on his own, he gets over with tag team partners, he gets over with certain situations, but as soon as he leaves whatever was a good catalyst for him, he seems to die off. Now, some of that is due to booking, but I think that there is an inherent problem with Cesaro that only the smarks are truly getting behind this guy on a main scale. Only the guys that want to shove it up WWE's ass are getting behind this guy on main scale, and that is a problem. But to answer the question, yeah, I do think that he is at a point where he could have a significant mid-card push. But the thing is, what he's doing right now with Sheamus is starting to work. So why go away from it? That's the thing. You got to build this up a little bit more, I think.
Do you think that this whole part-timers arguments, about how part-timers are treated in regards to, how the main active roster is treated. Do you think it makes more sense to have part-timers like Goldberg, who happens to be one of the greatest superstars of WCW history, or somebody like Sting or Undertaker, should be treated better than some of the guys who are actually more in their prime? Doesn't that make a little bit more sense since these guys are technically better and more, these guys are veterans. So, of course, they're better than Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns or Ambrose.
Well, it just depends on how you look at it. We as wrestling fans like to think we know how things are. But the reality is we don't know how they're actually treated in regards to other wrestlers. How they're booked, though, is a different story altogether. I'm not one of these guys who thinks that fucking part-timers have no place in the modern business. Look, I think that you should use guys while they're able to be used if money is still there. As much as I'm not a fan of what happens with Goldberg right now, for the most part, the money is still there. People still want to see this guy. Same thing when Sting made his return. Same thing when Brock Lesnar comes back. John Cena is falling into that category. Even The Undertaker. The reality is these guys have an expiration date. They're not going to be able to do this forever. And some of them are already past that expiration date. But if there is still money to be made from them and they are physically able without any real serious repercussions to their health, I don't really have a problem with them being used. How they're booked and how they're treated, though, I did have a problem with The Rock. When he came in and the way he won the belt off of CM Punk and some of the stuff that he did, I did have a little bit of a problem with that. I thought it was a mistake. I don't think guys like The Rock, guys like Lesnar, I'm not convinced that they need the title to be effective. Undertaker, he doesn't need to be in a world title situation to draw what he's going to draw, so that's how I look at it. Question 5.
Which do you think would be a better matchup, a better dream matchup? I have two, and I want to know which one you think would be better. Jushin Thunder Liger versus Ricky Steamboat, or Samoa Joe versus Dynamite Kid?
Liger and Steamboat. And that's no disrespect to Dynamite Kid, but I like Dynamite Kid. I like that era. He was different for his time, Samoa Joe, it would be an interesting matchup to see those two go. But when I think of Jushin Thunder Liger and Ricky Steamboat, that's can't miss to me. That is, and I can't believe that they have not crossed paths at some point, because Jushin Thunder Liger's been doing it for so long. He had to have met him somewhere. It had to have happened.
No, I looked it up. I did some extensive research because I wanted to see the match. I heard it had happened. But
I mean, you would think, because, Liger's been doing this so long, and Steamboat, when he stopped, Steamboat was still doing matches in the early 90s. It's possible, but I don't know. That's a match that, to me, you couldn't miss. So,
and last question before I get off. What do you think of Donald Trump's cabinet decisions, his appointments?
No matter what he was going to do, it was going to be controversial. Nobody was going to be happy. It was going to rub some people the wrong way. There is a lot of backlash to some of the names that have already been dropped. But I think he's, this is such a difficult question. It's a tough question, because I don't know. The names that he's got guys who some have experience, and there are a few that don't. And it all depends on what you think Trump is going to accomplish during his presidency. If he were to bring in guys that were the status quo, then he's not exactly draining the swamp. Yes, I'm excited about names that we've heard in the past with Giuliani and some of the other people that he's talked about. But I don't know. I'm interested to see from how his cabinet and how this country is going to be run. Is he going to run it like he does his businesses, or is he going to conform to the political status quo? The reality is the first year of his presidency is going to be insane, because this whole recount situation, who knows where that's going to go. It's going to be an absolute shitfuck, but that's about as far as I want to go into politics. So there's your 6 questions. Thank you very much. Good shit.
Thank you, man.
You came prepared,
Thanks for taking
sir.
my call.
No problem, man. Thank you for the questions. Take it easy. All right, good stuff. All right, let's look in the chat here before we get another call. Let's see here. Fuck off, stupid thing. Okay. Dave, what is the darkest day in your life and most tragic day in your life? Jesus Christ, Joshua Hampton. I had some dark days in Iraq. I had a couple of dark days in Iraq. Some bad ones. I don't really want to get into them. But I had a couple that I was on some really shitty details for a while. And I had to see and be a part of a few things that I don't really care to get into. Man. I'm kind of a short-term memory when it comes to personal dark moments. I've made some big mistakes in my life, and I've had problems that have arisen because of bad life decisions. But, number one darkest, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. That's a real tough one. Hey, I appreciate everybody who's in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button if you've yet to do so. Make sure you do that. Mr. X, hey Dave, why do you live in Germany? Okay, that's a good question. That's finally a question that I can answer with fucking ease. Okay, I was in the United States Army for almost 10 years, and I was stationed here in Germany back in 2002. I met my wife in 2003, and we've been married ever since. I was medically retired from the Army in 2010 after 2 tours in Iraq. I was hurt in the first one back in 2003, 2004, but it didn't really come to take me down until the second tour in 2007, 2008. And then I was medically retired in 2010, and I just decided to stay here. My family's here, my wife, my kid. My daughter's in school. She's now in 6th grade. It makes no sense to take her out at this point, so I'm here. And I love being here. Germany's not so bad. Patrick Glenn, Dave, if there's one celebrity out there you would like to punch in the face, who and why? Oh, good God. There's a bunch. I mean, like, just line them up. Is it fucked up that a lot of the people that I want to punch in the face happen to be women? Isn't that weird? Like Rosie O'Donnell, I'd love to take a free punch at her. Lena Dunham, love to just... Kanye, I'd love to punch Kanye. I would love to punch Kanye. I really would. That's definitely one. Who else is a pretentious fucking jerk that I just love to punch? I'm trying to think. I don't hate as many people as I used to hate. I just, like, when I was a kid, I hate him and I want to fuck him up. But nowadays, I don't know, man. I don't hate people as much as I used to. It's hard. Pizza Taco. Hey, Dave, how old are you? I am 33 years old. I'll be 34 on May 21st. Roman Singh Perwala. Who would win in a race, Keem or Scarce? Keem would win that race. Scarce is really fat. It's like my fatness. So, Darrell McFadden, Dave look like Bray Wyatt a little bit if he had a full beard. Dude, you got to see a picture back from 2003, 2004, son. You have no idea. I really used to look like, really look like Bray Wyatt back in the day. About 3-4 years ago, I was a lot fatter and I had long hair with highlights and a very, very long beard. Maybe I'll dig that picture out. Tommy wants me to play a message that he sent. Okay. So I'll play this message from Tommy NC 2010. This is going to be insane. I'm 100% sure of that. So let's play it.
Hey, Dave. It's me, Tommy. I was going to sing this live on your show, but prepare your ears for something awesome. I'm going to sing Firework by, I can't remember what's her name.
Oh, no.
It's Elmo's voice. Okay. Have you ever seen...
No, I can't. Tommy, no, I can't let you do it, Tommy. Tommy, I can't. You're going to get me copyright struck. I can't do it, man. No, I can't do it. Fake ass twat asked a question about my asshole. That's interesting. Mr. X, Dave, do you regret getting into the military? No. I joined the Army right out of high school. I graduated in June. I went to basic in July. No, I don't regret it at all. I learned a lot of great things from the Army. I learned a great skill. I was communications, did computers. I was in charge of a lot of equipment down in Iraq, cell phones, learned a lot of really cool shit. Yeah, I got hurt, but them's the breaks, man. I could have gotten hurt playing football, playing baseball like I would have done. I had a 2-year scholarship to UNLV. There's a lot of things that could have happened. No, I'm very satisfied with my choices. It's unfortunate some of the things happened the way they did, but I'm not really one for regrets, man. There's a few things that I wish I could have done a little bit differently. Maybe not jumped off of certain objects when I had a bunch of gear on me and not gotten hurt in the first place. But no, I don't regret my decision. I have a wonderful wife, unbelievable wife, and just an incredible daughter. Who's basically my best friend in the world. She's my mini-me. She's my clone. No, I don't regret any of it, because without that, I don't have them. I know that's so cliche and corny, but it's true. It's true. Mark Parrish. Dave, what do you think of Drake's music? Hold on, wait. That's about it right there. Chillin' with Jay. Dave, my question, where's Eva Marie? In my dreams. That's where she is. She's in my dreams. No, she finished serving her suspension, but she's been working on some movies and such, and she's getting ready to make a return, probably very soon. Pizza Taco, favorite video game of all time or right now? Right now, you know, and it's probably one of my favorite of all time too. Skyrim, I'm playing the enhanced edition right now, which I understand that if you're a modder and stuff, that you play with certain mods, it's even better than the enhanced edition, and I get that. But I'm having so much fun going back through Skyrim for the 4th time. It's hard to say that it's not my favorite game of all time. The Fable series is up there. I love Fable. My God, I'm a single adventure type guy. I'm not a big multiplayer. I don't play a lot of shooters and stuff like that. I love sports games, but again, I like to just kind of relax and play video games on my own. It's just kind of my deal. So action adventure games. Fallout is up there. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite series of all time. But Skyrim might be it. I don't know if I've gotten more enjoyment, more satisfaction, more hours of gameplay out of anything that I have out of Skyrim. It's been absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Tommy NC 2010. It's not the actual music. I'm just singing the lyrics. Yeah, but you're singing the song, and it actually can get me hit. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, buddy. Don't be mad at me. Formal Ghost. Do you think Finn would be booked with Anderson and Gallows? One can hope. I mean, it is definitely a way to go. Sleeping Angels. What year did you start liking WWE? I was a Hulkamaniac, so probably right from the beginning. I remember sitting in my house in Chicago watching Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker, or The Ultimate Warrior. I was a Hulkamaniac, so I mean, right from the jump, 1983, 84. I mean, I've always been a wrestler. Like, whenever I started watching wrestling, my dad got me in the Crockett Cup. It was instantaneous right there with WWE. So, you know, right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. Formal Ghost. I saw the pic, mate. Yeah, that picture is amazing of me looking like Bray Wyatt. Toby Carroll. Hey, Dave, I'm back. What's up, Toby? How you doing? Let's see here. Mandarin. Can you tell Tommy C to clean his room next time you live stream? Will do. In fact, I'm sure I'll talk to Tommy in the next 12 hours on the phone. In fact, I just talked to him like not even 30 minutes ago. Like right before I got on the stream, I'll tell him to clean his fucking room. I'll be like, Tommy, clean your goddamn room. Kyle Lorch, Dave, what is the greatest moment of your life? You know what? Yeah, I could talk about the day my kid was born. I could talk about the day I married my wife. But the reality is, right up there, man, is the Cubs winning the World Series, brother. I mean, it just is. I gotta be real. There are few things that have given me as much joy as the Cubs winning the World Series. It was fantastic. It really was. It was like the best. It was awesome. So that's definitely up there. Let's see here. Chilling with Jay. Dave, this is a hard question, but how does it feel to kill someone? Not really something I want to talk about. Mandarin. Also, any info on the next episode of Baited as far as the release date and guest? Zoe Berger, and I had no idea when. It was supposed to be this weekend. It'll probably be sometime this week. You just never know with those guys. Never fucking know. Never know. Mark Parrish, listen to his music before you say he's your germs. He's awful. Drake sucks. You know, don't call me on the telephone. Fuck off, Drake. Ugh. Friendship Band Dave, have you listened to the last Metallica album, and what's your take on it? No, I don't think I did, man. I got out of Metallica. I listened to S&M. I liked S&M. I think I listened to some of, what was that, The Monster? I wasn't not a huge fan of the later stuff, you know, and I got out of a lot of rock music for a while. I started getting into some weird shit for a while. I've become more of a prog guy. I'm a big Dream Theater fan. I love Symphony X. I listen to a lot of Rush. I've recently been on a Tom Petty kick like you would not fucking believe. I cannot tell you why, man. It's because you don't know how it feels. I'm telling you, it's fucked up. Pizza Taco, right now, Overwatch, all-time Modern Warfare 3. Oh, there you go. Mandarin, Skyrim is fantastic. I hope it comes out on Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Carl Gibney, Drake sucks balls. I agree. Patrick Lynn, is Knights of the Old Republic up there, Dave? I didn't really play it enough to give an honest opinion. I don't know. Mark Parrish, do you hate Drake because he's my favorite? No, I hate Drake because he sucks. Tambo Computing, Mandarin, I wouldn't hold my breath. Yeah, fair enough. Mr. X, Dave, what is the first gaming system you owned? Let's see here. The first gaming system I owned, it was an Atari. I remember sitting in my basement of my grandmother's house playing an Atari, man. We used to play Pitfall, which we called Jump the River. Jump the river. We sing that stupid song, Jump the River. And it was good times. My first system that was mine was, I remember coming home from school and there was a Nintendo plugged into my television set. I remember that. That was awesome. Let's see here. Roman says, would you rather fuck dog? And number one, no, you fuck a dog and everyone think you did. I don't really understand your words. I wouldn't fuck a dog. For the right money, I might. I'm a whore. It looks like Tommy's back with us. Tommy, I couldn't let you sing that song, man. It's going to give me hit copyright, dude.
No, Dave, this is important. I want to address something to your audience. I want to say something to you.
Okay, what's up?
I have a brother that's in the military, and I want to say to your audience, that's something you don't ask a former soldier. That's very inappropriate.
It's okay, Tom.
Because I'm from a military family, and you don't ask a soldier that. You do not ask a soldier that, because that is a very inappropriate thing to say. And I want to say, behalf of me being a civilian, I want to thank you, Dave, for you putting your life on the line and protecting this country, and say thank you for serving our country. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you. I am proud to know you as a friend. I'm proud to know that you were once a soldier, and that you served this country. And I want to say, Tommy C. and you, I have big respect for you both. You guys are, I have a lot of respect for you.
Well, thanks, buddy. That means a lot, and I appreciate it. Look, I'm going to get those questions, and it's okay. I'm just simply not going to really go into it. You know, it's that simple. But I appreciate that, man. And I did not know you came from a military family. That's interesting. The things you learn.
My mom, I don't talk a lot about my brother. I can't really talk about him a lot. But my mom was actually a military brat. Mm-hmm. And my mom has basically been everywhere. Basically, it was kind of like the situation you're in, but it was reversal. My grandfather went through Germany and met my mom's mother, and my mother was born in Germany. And
I did know that. I did know that. You did tell me this before. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, he married her. He married her in Germany, and then they came over to the United States. And of course, my mom, you know, she was born there, and they brought her over to the United States. And so, yeah. Pretty much all my family and my uncle have been in the military.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank your family for their service. And that's awesome, man. Getting to know a little bit more about Tommy NC 2010. All right, brother. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, buddy. Tommy NC 2010, everybody. Tommy NC 2010. Joshua Hampton, Dave, are you excited about the new Assassin's Creed movie? Nah, not really. Not really. I don't know. Michael Fassbender and stuff. I don't know. Pizza Taco, Dave, how do I get good at life? I don't know. Once I figure it out, I'll tell you. All right. As soon as I figure it out, I will tell you. All right. There you go. We got Pizza Taco thinking about his life choices. There you go. There you go. Sleeping Angels, that's my favorite part of my life too, Dave. I'll never forget it. Yep. Cubs, baby. Cubs, baby. Toby Carroll, what year did you start your channel? I started in September of 2014. At the time, I was a part of the Joe Cronin Show, and we were doing a lot of great stuff, but it was at the very beginning of that relationship, and I was creating content for his channel, and Joe has an uncanny ability not to post things. So I was sending him video after video, and they weren't getting posted on the channel, so I had nowhere else to put them. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and create a channel. He was like, okay, that's fine. And then he helped me promote it. And for the year that I was with him, we got up to like 1,200 subs. He helped me out greatly. I had a great year run with him. We had a great time. Some of the best times of my podcasting life was there with Joe and Tommy C. We had so much fun there. We did a lot of great things. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end at times. And I ended up leaving. Well, technically fired, but it's a long fucking story, but all the information is out there. Not really point of rehashing it, but 2014. Let's take another call. We got a call from Alexander O'Brien. What's going on, Alexander? How you doing? What's your question?
What is up, Dave? How are you?
I am friggin' fantastic. I'm getting to talk to all you amazing people tonight. I'm happy as pig in shit.
Fantastic. My question is, what is your favorite tag team of the modern day?
Of the modern day. Give me a time frame. Give me a time frame. Last 10 years, 15, 20 years?
2004 to now.
Oh, 2004 to now. Okay. Good God. That's a really good question. There's a few of them. As funny as it sounds, American Alpha has shot into that from a talent standpoint. I really love American Alpha. I love what they've done. You've gotten into kind of a down part of tag team wrestling, but I think you could put the Hardys in that category, even though, yes, they got started a little bit earlier than that, but I mean, they had some great runs afterwards as well. I mean, really, no, they didn't. Only outside of WWE, now that I think about it, because Jeff had already left by then. Oh, fuck, this is a harder question than I thought it was. Ooh, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Good God. I don't know. What tag teams do I fucking like? That's a tough one. A lot of them are really modern, like new stuff. Good God, that's a tough question, man. Tag team wrestling went downhill for a long time. I think you could put you could put the Motor City Machine Guns in that category. They were fantastic. I liked Beer Money quite a bit. The world's great. Austin Aries and what's his name? Roderick Strong. Great fucking tag team. Great tag team.
Kofi Kingston, Evan Bourne. They were all right.
Air Boom. I don't know about that. But sure. Any other question for me, Mr. O'Brien?
Nah, that's it.
Good one. You stumped me. That was a tough one, man. Tag team wrestling. Ugh. It's tough. All right, but good question, buddy. Take it easy.
All right, see you, buddy.
Take it easy, man. Do you think Sammy should move over to SmackDown? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Pizza Taco. Dave, do your Undertaker impression. Pizza Taco. Do you think that the Lord of Darkness is just here at your beck and call? I walk in the shadows, boy, and your blood will be on my voice is all fucked up. I'm sick. I'm getting sick. I can't do it. My blood, your blood. I don't fucking know, man. I'm off the rails. I'm off the rails. Chilling with Jay. Dave, are you ready to see Zoe Burger porn video? Yes. Yes, I am. And I will watch it with a smile in my face and one hand in the air, because the other hand will be doing something else. Let's take another caller, man. The man who made his triumphant return to YouTube last night. The one, the only, almost 7 fucking feet tall of awesome sauce. It's XLT. Too tall. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guy who ran me off YouTube?
Yeah,
How's
I
it
know.
going,
I
man?
ran you out. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Couldn't take it, man. What's up, buddy?
Your almighty connections.
Yes, I am the connected man of YouTube. That is true.
Not much. I don't know what you're doing, so I just clicked on your channel. I was like, "What's Dave doing tonight?" And I see you're doing stuff.
Yeah, live AMA, man. I had nothing else to fucking do tonight. Shot from the Point Live got canceled. I didn't have anything really good to talk about. Tommy's having internet issues tonight. T-Mobile sucks balls, so he wasn't able to go on.
T-Mobile?
Yeah, he's on T-Mobile.
Germany, Jesus, man. What is going on with the world, man? Oh, crap.
We're in Germany, dude. It's hard to, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, T-Mobile? You mean the internet, like the phone service? Or
yeah, they're an ISP over here, brother. It's true.
Jeez, man.
It's fucked up. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I could have talked about another generic wrestling topic like I've been doing. I could have gone after Black Friday or something like I did last night, but I thought this was people asked me this morning. I had Mark Parrish and a few others be like, "You gonna do an AMA?" I do that almost all the time anyway, but I decided, fuck it, why not?
I found out who Zoe Berger was last night.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I was like, you know, if I was 14, I would be still finding out who Zoe Berger is right now.
Her people like to shit on her, but man, her content isn't fucking horrible. Like some of the stuff that she's done is not completely awful. Yes, is she a video hoe at the end of the day? Yes, she is. But she owns it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to be on the episode where she showed up on Tommy's show out of nowhere. Jake Link showed back up. This was not even 2 weeks. It was last week's show, as a matter of fact. Zoe showed up and talked to Tommy live on the air. It was awesome. And
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. She's not a bad chick, man. She's not a bad chick.
But here's the problem. If I'm going through YouTube and I come up with a channel, my immediate thought is, well, here's here's her tits out on the thumbnails or whatever, and this is what she's doing. Like, so for me, there's people that are going to click on that. There's an audience for that. But for me, I'm not watching it because I know what I'm getting into, and the thumbnail speaks for itself, that kind of thing. But there's definitely not. I guess no shame in her game. I guess like I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying like you're gonna reach 1 million subscribers because you said there's gonna be 1 million. Like that one video that says like out of 1 million subs there's nudes or whatever. Like she's marketing herself or her body or whatever she wants to do. But
she said nobody is gonna exploit her because no one's gonna be able to exploit her better than she does herself. And that's just the reality of it, man. Up until this nude video that she's about to release, the worst thing, she hasn't done anything any worse than any fucking music video does on any given day on MTV or wherever they play music videos now. She just does it to a video game background. She knew she found the hot genre and she used her body to help to make her some cash. I ain't gonna hate on her for that. I don't really watch it either. I've watched a couple of her videos because I wanted to get a little bit of idea of who she was.
You want the fat?
No, the funny thing is I have yet to masturbate to Zoe Berger.
Somebody said last night that Dave's all over it.
I will be. I will be, man. I'm going to watch that video. I'm watching nudes, man. I'm going to watch that video. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I do think she's pretty. I think she's really fucking hot, as a matter of fact.
A bunch of people last night said she was ugly.
Some people fucking hate on that woman so much. Keemstar called her a pedo and all kinds of fucking crazy shit.
So, like, what is the story with Zoe Berger? Like, I'm so confused because I disconnected myself from YouTube stuff. I play video games, but this is the first time, like last night was the first time I was an active part of YouTube in 3 months. So like, what is this whole, I know she's a Twitch streamer. I found that out. I don't know if she still is or whatever, but.
No, she got banned from Twitch. She was a prominent Twitch streamer for a while, and she took a bunch of bans and shit because she shakes her ass while playing video games. So, people donate. She gets up. I eat peppers when people donate, like this Carolina Reaper, which would get $100.
I saw your tweet of that shit. Yeah.
And
your face just bloated.
Yeah, it was fucked up, yo. But she, when she gets money, she shakes her ass. Shake your ass, bitch. Let me see what you got. There ain't nothing wrong with that. So she got banned from Twitch, and then about 3 months ago, when you right around the same time you left, she came over to YouTube, and she's been on a skyrocket ever since. She's drawn a hell of a lot of hatred from a hell of a lot of people. Some people from a moral standpoint. others from just sheer fucking disgust and people who are upset with the direction of YouTube at the moment. I know you're one of those guys as well who does not necessarily like the cesspool that YouTube is becoming, even though I think you can make the argument that YouTube's always kind of been that way. It's just going more to a drama-filled situation. But here's the thing on that, and with Zoe is very much at the forefront of this. This is a community, it's a form of entertainment. It's no different than Hollywood, television, pop culture, all that stuff. And when you have that, you're going to have news channels. You're going to have people who cover it. You're going to have people who start up shit. And whether you like them, you respect them or not, Keemstar, Scarce, and some of the other, news commentary channels, whatever you want to call them, they provide that service. And they're the they're the Entertainment Weekly. Look, it's not for me either, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
I like Scarce's content for like a couple of weeks.
He's so fucking boring.
But then remember I talked to you about this. Remember I was like, because it was between Keemstar and Scarce if I was going to watch a video. So I was like, all right, I'll click on Scarce because he was getting this popular and this push from, this is like way back when like Grade A Andre like gave him a push and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
like
where they fucked Keem to give him a push. Yeah.
Whatever happened. I don't know the whole story, but so
Lordy.
I listened to his content and like, my problem with Scarce is like it's so monotone. Like I can't. Like I'm not a huge fan of like Keem's content or whatever, and that actually not the content, but like the person that is like this persona of Keem, because I'm pretty sure there's a different person behind the camera. Like I don't know if
I've gotten to talk to him a few times. I've been on the air with him a few times now, and he's an interesting cat. But look, the thing with him is this:
he's entertaining.
He can be, but unfortunately, he's starting to go back to that person that he was before he almost lost everything, because he got really disgusting on the air for a long time, and he did some shit that was questionable. Nowhere near the shit that he was getting labeled for, but he was certainly doing something. He was putting himself in situations to be ridiculed, to be chastised, and eventually to be taken down. He's kind of going in that direction again, but I'll tell you, for about 2.5 months, Keem was putting out some great drama alerts, man. Even I was like, man, this is entertaining. And especially in comparison to the fucking goddamn, like, charisma vacuum that is Scarce. You would think with 2.5 million subs, he'd be able to buy a personality. Holy fucking shit. Just no personality there. But look, there's an ass for every seat. There's a lot of people. I'll tell you why people subscribe to Scarce is because, and why they left Keemstar. Keemstar's frightening. He's loud. He's enigmatic. He scares you. There is nothing threatening about Scarce. There is nothing threatening about John Scarce, and the reality is people like that. They just like to watch a video game and have this guy just boringly talk about what's going on. There's no substance to it. There's no jokes to it. It's just fucking water running in the background. It's basically ASMR. But they're not threatened by him, and they're threatened by Keem. Keem is threatening. Keem is scary. He is crazy, and people know that. And so that's why Scarce got as big as he did.
Well, I guess. But most of it is because other channels push him pretty hard. Like
it did.
Like if Grade A Andre was like, yeah, check out Dead on Dave. Like go fucking subscribe. In like an hour, you'll have 50,000. Like that's not the, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's kind of cool to think about.
It just at the time, Grade A, it was perfect timing at that time because Keem was going through all that shit or whatever was going on with his channel and all this other crap. That it was just an easy transition for people. So
do you want to hear something kind of neat? This is kind of neat, and I don't know if you wanted me to say this yet out loud or not, but coming very soon. I've already pitched an idea to him. I got to work with him a few times on Tommy's channel. I'm going to be doing a show on this channel with Colossal is Crazy very, very fucking soon. And I can't fucking wait. It's going to be awesome. I firmly believe that the most talented guy on YouTube is Colossal is fucking Crazy. That dude is amazing at what he does. And I'm going to get to work with him.
I've seen a couple of his videos.
I love
He makes
that
a video like every 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fucking artist, dude. He's a goddamn perfectionist, man. He's a really, really cool guy. And I have this idea that I pitched to him, and I hope he's going to get back to me on it very soon. And I think it's going to be a really cool concept, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. What's going on with you, man? Are you coming back full time? What are you doing? I know
I got that question.
Want to know.
Are you trying to get breaking news? Shit,
Breaking
I'm not even
news,
that
yeah, let's
popular.
break 'em. Yeah, shit. You got the question 50 times last night, man.
I did. Everybody was like, what's going on? Are you doing reactions? Like, here's my thing. Like, if it's like I got a huge rush last night from doing just even that, just answering like the basic questions, and I've done 4 times of the effort, from last night to what I used to do. So like that was easy for me. And in the beginning, it was just a bunch of nerves and jitters and like, holy shit, like, is anybody going to show up? Does anybody give a fuck? Is it dead? And I was like, at this point, I'll figure out if it's dead or not. Like if there's like 15 or 20 people, or if there's 0 here, whatever the case is. And, kept it steady, like 20. So at one point, I think it was like 30 or some shit like that throughout the hour and a half that I did. And I got that question asked a lot. And my whole thought process is like, if I do come back, it's not going to be the same. I don't want to do the same thing, because then I'm just stepping back I'm putting myself back 3 months.
Yeah.
It was cool to step away from the whole shit, because I didn't watch wrestling aside from talking to you and watching your stuff and then watching Survivor Series. I didn't watch wrestling, and it was cool stepping back. Obviously I heard about the news because people would message me all the time about what's going on, this and the other, Goldberg return, all that shit or whatever. But I'm just thinking if I'm going to make a return to YouTube, it's got to be a different way to do it than what I did before.
I think you have the blueprint. Essentially what you did last night, man. I mean, maybe not with just answering questions and stuff, but just talk about what you want to talk about. Do a couple shows a week where you just, if it's the what the fuck show, whatever, just like essentially like a Dead on Dave, just like you get a couple.
Is it like a Dead on Dave?
I'm just saying Dead on Dave Live. It's like that. I do that. I'm just saying it's like Dead on Dave Live. It's not like that format.
So
was
one more
created
thing
by
I do
me.
like Dave does.
No,
one more
but
thing I take away
it's
from
it's a very famous format that it's a radio. It's a radio show. That's basically what I'm telling you to do. Is a radio show. I mean, like you go on there, you just be your personality, and talk about everything that's going on either in your life or in your stratosphere up there, because you stand above all of us because you're so fucking big. You could see rain coming before the rest of us and shit. You can talk about all that interesting stuff, and you could do that a half hour a day if you want. It won't be taxing, and I think you'll fucking love it.
That's the thing, though. Like, I wasn't burned out from the doing YouTube.
Oh, I understand.
It was watching the product. Like, I couldn't see myself. Like people, I got so many. I didn't answer one question until last night to anybody.
You can still do wrestling. You just don't have to be inundated with it.
Yeah, I know I can still do wrestling. I can do a reaction show if I wanted to. Like that's good. Like it wasn't like I was not burned out from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What's up?
Reaction shows are dead now, man. The fad's over. The fad is over.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the fucking fad is fucking long over. It was hot for a while, and then it's just dead. It's dead. Yeah. I started doing it mainly out of fucking necessity, really. Ever since I fucking hurt my shoulder. It's just like, I can't watch a show and then do a show, So I was like, okay, the reaction.
What's the problem? You can't watch the show and then do another hour afterwards because you just want to punch a wall half the time. That's what I never wanted to do.
Kills me, man. But for me, it's pain. It's physical pain. My shoulder's killing me.
When I went on an extra 30 after a live reaction, it felt like the worst show ever. Because it was just me repeating everything I said throughout the whole show.
Right.
There was no review afterwards. And then, we talked about a long time ago, why don't you just do your reaction show and then you can upload, like you could do another 30 minutes, edit that out, and then upload that by itself. It's like, but doing that 30 minutes is the worst because you're at this point where you're exhausted from watching the fucking product. Yeah. So like doing another 30 minutes on it and being genuine about it you can't.
Yeah, so. It is. I mean, most of the reaction shows that I end up doing, I don't make it through the entire show. I can't physically do it.
I saw that. I was like, what's going on? I was like, I click on one of the videos and it's like an hour long. I'm like, what did they shorten Raw? Is that what it's an hour now?
I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm struggling. My goddamn shoulder hurts so bad. I can't do it, man. So it's funny, man. It's crazy. Yeah. There's a lot of different things that you could do though. And people want to see you back on, man. Don't leave them with just me. I'm obviously not the option.
It worked out fine. They love you. It worked out fine.
Everybody loves me. Look at me. Look how popular I am.
There's less of me now to love. Dave invented YouTube, bitches.
I did. If I didn't, it's only because Jericho beat me to it. Jericho invented everything, and I cleaned up the rest. That's kind of what I do. I didn't invent shit. To clarify, motherfucker, I didn't invent any of the things that I said.
Stuff.
I just did them a little bit before you. That's all.
Did you watch the show from last night?
I did.
I said it like 4 times. Like, Dave's like the king of everything. And then somebody, shots fired.
Shots fired.
Breaking out. It's like.
And then one time you go like, what kind of shots really fired that time, man? Kind of. It was funny. See, that's the thing. People think you actually hate me, man. Like, there are people, I get messages like,
I do.
Too tall.
No, you don't get
messages. I swear to God, I have gotten messages. People like, why does fucking Too Tall hate you? He throws you under the bus on the show. This is before you left. I was like, what the fuck? He comes on my show after. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I used to do 3 hours and then do, and at least depending on what the show was, another hour or 2 with you. Shit.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Fake ass twice said Dave created Too Tall. That's the truth.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
We can't deny this. This is all true.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares that you've been YouTubing longer than me? Who gives a shit about that? Who cares that you had channels in the past?
You created me.
Facts don't matter.
The channels in the past. Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. Channels in the past, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you did in the past. Only what you do now.
You're Chris Jericho, and I'm the scarf that you wear.
That's right. Speaking of the scarf of Davico. There we go. Everything's better with the scarf of Dave.
Scarf of Dave. What?
Yes, I'm stealing this. I'm stealing Jericho's bit.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Yeah, I got a really good scarf, so it's the scarf of Dave.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. Well, how long have I been on? I've been on
like an hour. I
did not think I was going to be on this long.
It's that magic hour. I call it the Russian hour.
Right.
The Russian hour.
Alexander O'Brien has an idea for you, by the way.
Where?
In the chat, he says, I have an idea for Too Tall. He should twerk in a thong with lipstick on and eyeliner. And
I said that last night for you. When I discovered Zoe Berger last night, when they were like, did you know who this is? You know, I was like, no. I Googled her. And I was like, Dave should get on top of this. Not on top of her because.
Well, I would.
But like, you should, of course, but like, you should get on top of the gimmick that is Zoe Berger.
Probably. I mean, like, I better do it now before I lose the rest of my boobies.
Yeah, you're losing too much weight. I lost weight too. We're all losing weight.
You look good, man. You look good. You look really good. You definitely look buffer. You know, like your face, your profile, your neck, your shoulders. You look broader, and you look like you put on a little bit of muscle. You look good, man.
Lifting weights.
Hey, getting swole, bitch.
I only do like an hour and a half. Sometimes I do 45 minutes, depending on how hard I go. Like, there's people in the gym that sit like 6 hours. I can't do that.
No, the Huffmans of the world. He lives in the
I can't do
gym.
the 6 hour and whatever he's using on his face, like that cock mask he puts on. I can't do that. I don't know what that's for.
It's to simulate high elevation altitude.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because when is he going to have to actually do that?
Well, well, you know what?
I want to give Jeff a little shit. I want to give him a little shit because he actually did like my show last night. Because I want to give him a little shit. This was fun.
You know what though? He's going to be the one laughing when the zombie apocalypse pushes him to Colorado.
And where the fat fuck's running.
Yep.
He's
going to be running around mountaintops on Colorado. Be like, I've been preparing for years, you fat bitch. Well, come on, I'll be dead of heart disease long before that happens, and I'm sure fucking Jeffy will be living to 172. I mean, that's just kind of the reality of it.
Man.
Or he'll get hit by a truck tomorrow. You never know. Carl Gibney says, hashtag donate for Dave's moob job. I don't want a moob job.
Moob.
Yeah, man boobs, man.
Oh, man boob job.
Gotta get that man boob going.
I had a friend in high school that had that shit done.
Really?
He was like, he used to be like skinny or whatever, then a little muscular, then he just gained a bunch of weight. And in the middle of like high school, he was gone for like a month and a half. And I'm like one of the people that knew. It's like he had like that done where like they like take the fat out or whatever because for whatever reason he wasn't, I guess, satisfied with how fast he was losing weight when he actually started doing all that lifting and shit. So he had like I went to his house afterwards and he had like tubes coming out of his like tits or whatever, like just I don't know what it was like, and his dad had to like change out the tubes and shit. This was like, I don't know what kind of medicine is available now. I'm sure it's like in and out procedure, but like this is like, like almost 11, 12 years ago or whatever. It's like these
tubes coming out of his boobs. It's like the doctor's just like, what rhymes with boobs? Tubes. Give me the tubes.
Yeah.
Boom. Take care of it.
I don't know what it was, yeah,
Holy
but
shit.
I guess, you know. Fuck it. I just now like I'm like no bullshit when you work out and you start seeing results. Like I said last night, I have like this addictive like thing, like a personality, I guess. Like if I start playing a video game, I really like it. I'm locked in. Like I can't do like other things, like other video games or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm locked in. So like when I started lifting and then I finally started seeing results, like I lost more weight. And then I like gained like 2 pounds like last week, but then I figured I was like, it's got to be at this point some muscle. I'm gaining like some muscle weight or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm eating the same way or whatever. And my wife said that's what it was. That's what it was.
Exactly
she believes that's what it was.
It has to be.
And then like when I'm flexing or whatever, you can see like the fucking just the muscle just forming. Like I like the fat under when I flex, the fat underneath or whatever is just getting tighter and tighter and shit.
You need to take pictures of you flexing. How good would that be? Let's get some flex pictures. That's fantastic, man. The Zoe Burger, like indeed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's the thing. Like when you start seeing results, no matter what you're doing. So let's just like talk in general, like whether it's YouTube and you know whether it's life when like you're lifting or like your job. Like in this time that I was gone, I started lifting. I go to the gym every other day, only except this weekend because of Black Friday and all that shit and Thanksgiving. I got a promotion at work. Like there's a lot of shit that happened. And
success is addictive, man. Success is addictive. So, you start succeeding in life. You start doing these positive things. You want more of it. It's like the fucking ending of Scrooged. You know, you start getting, you want that feeling every day. You want that, you get greedy for it. You yearn for it. And you want to do good stuff constantly. It feels amazing. And same thing happened with me with all the weight loss. I did not think I'd be able to stay to my diet since June. I have. It's unbelievable, man. I've found ways to continue to change shit and just, it's amazing. You're 100% right. You get addicted to it and you want to keep going. It's fucking awesome, man. It's called discipline, bitches. Fucking get some discipline, you motherfuckers. All right. I think I'm tired.
It's only 6 o'clock at night, Dave. What are you talking
where
about?
you live, motherfucker. It is 12:16 in the AMs here in Germany. I got to get up in the
That's
morning.
all.
Yeah,
that's all.
Not a big deal.
You're good. You're fine. You'll make it. You'll live.
I'm gonna wrap this biatch up. I'm tired.
No big deal.
But hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by, dude.
Oh, no problem. I do
nice
what I can when I do.
You, man. I know you were on the Survivor series. That was fun to have you on. But I'm glad that you called in tonight. That was good stuff.
Yeah, you hung up on me.
Because I couldn't take any more calls. You didn't update your Skype or something. I couldn't take any calls.
My Skype got hacked by like because I haven't logged in for 3 months. So like my Skype like it was like a bot hack. It wasn't like a person. It was like one of those like hacks where and then they send like these links to my friends or whatever on Skype. And I only have like 3 people. It's you, Gun Cannon, and Sal. That's all I have. So like they sent to people, and Sal has been AFK.
I think Sal's dead. I really believe he's dead.
He's been gone for a goddamn decade.
I believe he got hit by a mafia member or something. He's fucking. He cannot be alive. I talked like 3 months ago. He got stuck
in one of those shirts machines that he
must have. I talked to him 3 months ago, and I gave him a list because we got into an argument because he was mad that somebody else made a logo for me. He got really mad about it. And I was like, I haven't heard from you in like 2 months, man. I'm sorry. Somebody wanted to make a logo for me, so they did. And he's like, well, if you want to go another direction, I'm like, it's not about that. It's like you weren't here. And he's like, all right. Fine.
You know why? Because he thinks you dropped him. If you want to go in another direction. That was the thing.
I couldn't get a hold of him. I wrote him, right? So we started talking again, and I was like, I squashed him. I was like, look, no, I love you. You are my guy, but I need you around. And he's like, okay, give me a list of everything you want done, and I'll get on it. That was 3 months ago, and I haven't heard from him since. I've tried to write him, and now his email, his email, the emails that I'm sending him, it's not even going through anymore. I'm afraid he's fucking dead. So somebody, Gun Cannon, wanted to redo my stuff, so I let him do it. And he did a great fucking job. So I feel bad, but at the same time, what am I supposed to do? You gotta keep progressing, and Lord knows I'm not gonna do it myself. Do you know me? I ain't doing it myself. Fuck that.
We've seen your work, Dave. It's okay. Don't do it.
It's bad. It's very bad. But luckily, I have merciful people in my life who want to do things for me. Like SparxyDriod, who made this new channel logo. It's amazing. This dead on day. I'm way skinnier in this than I am in real life. Although I am looking more like this guy in that picture. And then everything that Gun Cannon is doing for me is absolutely fucking amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. So, you know, it is what it is. So I think he's dead.
Yeah.
I think Sal's dead. It's not good.
It sucks.
What can you do, man? It's like, fuck. I hope to hear from him soon. I miss the guy. I miss him just talking to him. He's such a good person.
Yeah, I used to talk to him for like hours.
He's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. I really do. He was at work a fucking holic. He was working like 22 hours a day and shit. I'm like, Sal, you need to sleep. He's like, no, I gotta work. I'm like, fuck, 22. It's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you gonna do?
Shit crazy.
Oh, God. All right, I think I'm gonna get up out of here. Too tall. Final thoughts. Do you want to make an announcement? Are you going to make an announcement? Are you coming back full time? Come on. Tell me.
I'm not saying anything. Just subscribe to my channel and find out.
That's good. That always.
You don't see me in a week. Get the fuck out.
Right.
Just leave, bro.
You'll get your answer soon enough. Just subscribe.
Sal disappeared about the same time I left YouTube, so that might have. You never know what I did to Sal. The mystery's there.
Shit. Flew to Cali to take care of him. It's not good.
I'm
tired of all that shit you were doing for fucking Dave. Fuck you, Sal. Where's my graphics, you fucking son of a bitch? Ugh. But you do your own. You do great work. So.
Yeah, I do. I mean, thanks to him, like he's helped. Like he's improved my graphics, like thumbnail editing game so big, like so huge compared to what it was. So
he wanted to teach me. I was like, no.
I have all the programs. So I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Teach me all your life. Teach me, sir. Teach me.
If I had the programs, I probably would have fucking learned. But I don't have the programs.
It would still look like old man Dave did it.
More than likely, because I'm old. What can I say? I'm just not. I'm not with that new hotness. I just do what I can.
Oh, man.
All right, let's wrap this bitch up for realsies this time. You going to stick around and talk to me afterwards?
Yeah.
For a few minutes? All right. Thank you guys very much for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions. I hope you had a good time with this AMA. We had all kinds of good questions and answers and thoughts and prayers and all kinds of crazy stuff. Toothoff made his return here last night, and then he was here today. It was great. We had some amazing callers. Tommy NC 2010 tried to get my channel shut down by singing fucking Katy Perry songs. Oh, my God. The woman who tried to trademark fucking Derpy Shark. Yeah, she'd come after my ass. Trust me. So thank you guys very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have to do so. Almost 4,000 subs. Holy shit. And if you haven't watched all the content that I put out this weekend, do so. I got sick as fuck eating a goddamn pepper for your entertainment. So make sure you guys check that out. And more great stuff is coming as we enter the week of wrestling starting up tomorrow. We'll see if anything good happens to talk about. Thank you very much for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions. We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talented friends or a too tall. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious and peace.